Hello, good evening. Today I want to talk about a question that I got on Instagram. So, a person contacted me and asked a solution for his problem. The question is, the person, you know, has a dog at home, and every time he reaches his gate to talk to someone on the other end of the gate, the dog keeps barking, and he wants to know what to do about that. And also, um, when the person enters the home, the dog appears to be quiet. And the second question from the same person is that any exchange between these people, the one inside and the outside the gate, again the dog keeps barking. And how to go about that are the questions. All right. To answer this, I want to explain a bit on classical and operant conditioning. I'm sure you might have heard about these. If not, in layman terms, you you know in, you make a connection between an stimuli and a response, right? That is classical conditioning. In other words, think about classical conditioning as something like this. Each time you open a wrapper, your dog, no matter where he is or where she is, immediately comes to you, right? As soon as the tearing of the wrapper is heard, the dog comes towards you. That means the dog is classically conditioned, because each time a stimulus, that is the sound, occurs, the immediate outcome or the consequence would be something rewarding, which means the sound itself becomes very rewarding, which is why the dog comes to you as soon as it hears the sound. All right. So, on the other end of the spectrum is the operant conditioning, where the dog offers a behavior, and then when it is being rewarded, the dog chooses to offer the behavior more and more, right? What happens with your scenario, or in this case, is that we, one of the ways to solve this problem is to use classical conditioning. I'm going to show you how. See the bottle you see there. Assume that it's a person, right? And next to that person is a cup of treats, right? So each time I get closer to the person, I'm going to take a handful of treats and throw it down. Doesn't matter whether my dog is barking or not. I'm aiming to solve this problem using classical conditioning, which means each time I go meet a person and talk to a person, it as a dog you can expect to find some treats on the ground. That is all I'm going to teach the dog, right? Sooner or later, the dog would see the person outside the gate as a predictor of reward. Anytime a person comes closer to gate, the dog would be like eager to receive the rewards. So within couple of days or within couple of weeks, the problem should be solved. You can use the same solution, same technique to solve anytime you exchange, some stuff with the person standing near the gate. Excuse me. So let's try this in action, right? You don't have to. The other way to solve this problem is to train your dog an alternate behavior, like lying down, or sitting, or I don't know. It could be anything. But you don't even have to go there. Like, you don't even have to take effort to teach an alternate behavior. Just solve the problem using classical conditioning, and it's going to be a lot more easier and a lot more effective. The dog wouldn't have to think it's a reflex, right? Um, that's what I suggest. Let's see the solution in action, right? So I'm gonna keep the treats open for now. Already I have a good handful of treats, so it's a mixture of, I don't know, a couple of commercial treats. So here is my person at the gate, and he knocks the door, or he rings the bell, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna go meet the person. As soon as I go can see my dog is still there, but assume my dog is over here, and then I keep talking to the person, hey, hello, how are you? And then my dog barks. I don't mind. I take a couple of cookies and then say scatter, and then my dog comes and gets it. I say scatter here because he knows the cue already, but if you don't have one, you don't even have to say the cue. Just take a handful of cookies and throw it, and then you can continue talking with the other person. Hey, hello, how are you? What's going on? What's up? And take a couple of treats, scatter, and then just throw it down, and then it works, right? So, I mean, here you can see the dog is not barking in first place, but even if it is, the solution would work, right? That's what I'm going to say. And like once the dog completes the treat, the dog keeps barking, what to do? You don't have to worry. Just throw some treats, and then you walk back. Like you should not be doing this directly in real time. You have to recreate the scenario. Like you should have a helper, and then you just go near him, and then talk to the helper, and then take a cookie, take a couple of cookies, scatter, throw it down, and then boom, you go back. Right now, ask the helper to leave, wait for the dog to finish, and then repeat. Now the helper comes, and again I go nearby, I talk to the helper, hey, hello, how are you, what's up? Take a couple of cookies, scatter, throw it, and then say bye, and then move on, right? So you repeat this exercise for a couple of days, couple of weeks, and then the problem should be gone forever. So here you go, the solution is right there. Use classical conditioning. That's it. Hope this helps. Thanks.